What's going on? It's the All-Purpose Podcast with the man himself, the all-purpose player for the Arizona Cardinals, stringing together, stacking big games for himself, Greg Dortch, our playmaker. I'm Bo Brock. Thanks for joining us. What's up, Jesus Mazingo? I'm not even going to acknowledge your comment in the chat. We're not here with that type of energy. This is a Cardinals team that is continuing to fight. They've got one more game before their bye week. Greg, how we doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Doing great. Coming off the holidays, it's like that weird kind of time for us here in the working world, like where we're not, playing games each and every week, practicing every day. It's like that gray area where you don't know like what day it is. Is it Thanksgiving? Is it Christmas?
The weather
New
feels
Year's?
like that too.
It kind of just changed up a little bit, a little chilly. You got the hoodie though, and it's looking good.
Hoodie and the Scully.
That's right. You're repping the squad. You got the Cardinals beanie on.
Always.
Hopefully all you took advantage of the Cyber Monday deals that we had going on, the Black Friday deals going on. Got yourself the Greg Dortch officially licensed t-shirt. It was in the PHNX locker. If you missed out on that deal, t-shirt still available for you. You can get that at a pretty decent price, the PHNX locker. We're going to get into some conversation, the touchdown pass, the celebration, of course, the offense going into a big opponent in Pittsburgh, heading east.
Really
have to really stand the elements. It's going to be a little chilly. So we'll get into all that conversation. Plus, what you got going up in the bye week. Everybody wants to know. We appreciate everybody being here. Hit that like button on this podcast. But let's get into it. The Rams game obviously didn't go the direction you guys wanted to, right? You came out of the gates. You marched down the field. You look good. The offense looks solid. Kyler runs it in. You're up 8-7, and then things get a little tougher from there on. What did you see from your standpoint? Why did the offense kind of go stagnant for the next couple quarters there?
Yeah, just missed opportunities. I felt like there were opportunities there that we could have taken advantage of, and we just didn't. Sometimes that happens, man. The Rams are a good team. And they made more plays than we did, so that's the end result to that.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, when you look at there's 99 out there, but then they've got a bunch of no-name guys that just do their job at a high level.
Yeah,
and
they're a good team.
How was it like is out there on the field? Do they play like with physicality? What was the main thing that they were kind of featuring out there?
I just think they just play together. They had a great game plan coming in, schemed it up, and then they executed. That's what it comes down to. They executed better than we did, and they just took advantage of all the opportunities.
3 weeks into Kyler Murray now. What have you seen from him? I mean, obviously, what Petzing said today, I was out there at the facility in Tempe, and he said where you guys maybe lacked as far as production between the two touchdowns, and you were the one that bookended it with the one-armed TD, you guys stayed together, and you kept fighting out there. What was it that, where were you able to kind of finally get going there in the fourth quarter?
I just think, like you just said, just staying together. It's been a long season, and things haven't gone the way we wanted it to. But just sticking together and just trying to stay neutral. Like when good things happen, just staying neutral. When bad things happen, staying neutral. And just realizing that, man, we're all in it together. And just play the next play. Honestly, the games maybe not go how you want it to go, but you just got to play the next play and move on.
So big defense coming up. Like how do you guys on the fly kind of, JG said in the post-game press conference, he's going to start to evaluate just kind of the preparation. Like where do you guys from the player standpoint, like where do you point to like, okay, maybe let's tweak this a little bit going into next week?
I don't even know if it's tweaking. I just think it's just honing a little bit more in on the details and just going a little harder. That's all it is. And I think we can do that. I think everybody just wants to get a win. Pittsburgh is a really good team, well coached. I've never played there before. I heard the atmosphere is really nice. So I'm excited to get down there and really show them what I got.
Bird gang. Now this is the energy we can get in on. It's some Dortch, one of the only few bright spots on the squad. Love your effort, man. Your skills are top tier. Let's get into the touchdown. Red zone play here. The offense, moved the ball well down the field, got you incorporated a couple times before that. But Kyler throws it kind of to the corner of the end zone. You kind of stretch out your arm and just pull it in. All you needed was one arm, apparently.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The cornerback number 6, he's a really good player. Like, I think he won the Jim Thorpe in college. And we were just going right back at it all game. And I was excited to make that play on him. And the celebration was just all emotions, like just leading up to that play, like everything that had happened, just all emotions, man. And that's a one-on-one rep. It's me versus you.
Yeah.
And I ended up catching it. I just felt like I was bigger than him at that moment. So I did what I did.
All right. So to kind of take us through that game. So there was some back and forth with you and 6 throughout.
Yeah, we're competitors. Yeah. We competing out there. Shoot, I'm not the biggest guy. He's not the biggest guy. So it was fun. Like, it was really good competition.
Right.
Yeah, it was fun.
So for that to pay off, what was the play on that?
Like, it was just a fade, a go ball. Yep, just throw it up, Megatron. You know what I'm saying? One of those type plays.
And you just reach out, pull it in.
Stuck to the glove. Felt good. I'm not gonna lie. That's the first one of the year.
And then
first one of the year. Felt good.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, obviously, I have no idea. I don't know why I'm saying like, oh, it feels good. I have no idea what it feels like to haul in a one-arm touchdown pass in the front of the entire stadium erupting for it. But I mean, Kyler threw a good ball too. Is that something you think you could parlay into, maybe some momentum going into this upcoming week?
I think so, for sure. Yeah, like you just said, that was a dot.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course you could use touchdowns as momentum. Like I said, man, they're hard to come by. It's hard to score in the NFL. So when you do score, you got to celebrate and definitely try to gain momentum with those.
Jesus saying, let's see it against Porter Jr., the rookie playing some good ball for the Steelers this year.
Too.
And Bird Gang saying it was beautiful. It absolutely was. When you looked at what was going on as far as just what they were bringing at you defensively, like as far as what you guys they take you out of the ability to they didn't stack the box too often. It looked like they were setting up to where they wanted to go defend the pass. Like, was that just something where they just had a good game plan?
I mean, you have Aaron. Aaron Donald's one of the best.
Makes it easier.
Yeah,
right?
So
it's a cheat code.
I mean, we felt like we could execute in the pass game, and like I said, man, opportunities were there. We just couldn't cash out on them.
It's tough. I'd actually I want to ban Sean McVay just from playing the Cardinals anymore, man. He's got too much damn success against them. I think he's like 13-2 overall.
Tay was always turned, man. Tay was good turn. Tay was turned.
Was there much? Was it different messaging like after that game, or was it just like, okay, like Kyler said, let's just flush it, let's just move on?
Yeah.
Or was it like that was just a one of the worst defeats of the season? Like, was there did anybody get extra mad, like pissed off or anything like that?
I think it was a combination of both. Because of course you're upset after a loss like that. It just feels like everything was just flat and couldn't go right. So, yeah, you're definitely upset, but at the same time, you got to flush that, man, because we got Pittsburgh coming in next week, and they don't care about whether we won or lost last week. So, got to flush it quick and move on.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. I mean, especially their whole thing is play defense, right? Don't turn the ball over, play defense. Their offense, it's down there, it's at the bottom of the league, and they're struggling, and they have to play defense at a high level. They got some premier players on the defensive line. Some other antics went on before the game. I want to get into the conversation. I don't know if you even know this about one of your teammates, and Jesse Luketa, his interesting way that he got to the stadium.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard about the flat tire.
We'll get into that in just a bit, and we'll get more into kind of the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up here. But I want to tell everybody about become an Inner Circle member at Circle K. I was my empty light came up on my truck today. Had to get the gas. Of course, I pulled into my local Circle K. There's on the corner of the street, down the street from where I live on. And I'm an Inner Circle member. Got the rewards. Got the 25 cents off of my fill up today. And you can join this new free membership program. Save 25 cents per gallon. Your first 5 fill-ups, save 3 cents per gallon every day. Every 6 free, you get a selection of Circle K products like pizza, coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks, those Polar Pops. Join the Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply. Participating locations, visit CircleK.com. Also want to tell you about Shady Rays, our friends over at Shady Rays. Weather might be cold, but the sun is still shining here in the Valley of the Sun. Get yourself some Shady Rays. Either get online, ShadyRays.com, shop their full product line. They just wrapped up their Black Friday, their Cyber Monday, Cyber Weekend deals. You still can save yourself 50% off on 2 or more pairs of Shady Rays sunglasses. Check out their full selection at ShadyRays.com. They've got an insane protection plan for all their eyewear. If you lose, you break your sunglasses, they'll replace them. Basically, no questions asked. Check everything out. ShadyRays.com, their brand new location, Kierland Commons up in North Scottsdale. Shop there. You can use the PHNX promo code there. Just tell your sales associate PHNX. They'll honor that deal. Check out the sunglasses rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. ShadyRays.com. Don't forget that promo code PHNX. All right, so Jesse Luketa says he's in North Scottsdale. I guess he's living in that part of the valley, making his way to Glendale for his game on Sunday. A guy who plays so many roles for this team. He's an outside linebacker, he's a pass rusher, he's a special teamer, and he's also a guy that's been playing some fullback, which is wild. Penn State product, he saw that his tire was low, started to put some air into his tire, it wasn't working. And he spots
that's a scary feeling.
This family of 5, Greg, at the gas station in North Scottsdale, and they're wearing Cardinal swag. So he's like, "You guys going to the stadium?" And they said, "Yeah, jump on in." They didn't even know he was a player, and they drive him out to the stadium. Did he tell this to the entire team, or how'd you find out?
I want to say he told me like later on, like while we were about to go out for the game, he was telling me that like the way he got to the game. But, like, we were all heading out, so it was just, like, too fast. It was in and out. I was listening, but I wasn't. And then the next day, I seen a video of him speaking about it, but that's insane.
Yeah.
That's a scary feeling, though, because, like, we have to be at the stadium at a certain time, so catching a flat like that right around that time, that's scary.
Like, there's no leeway for it? Like, even if he had a flat,
I don't know.
Is he inactive?
I just know that fine cost is not pretty.
And Jesse, have you ever had experienced car trouble or anything that would slow you down getting to the stadium?
Not on game days.
Not on game day.
Yeah, no.
I remember when I first started this team, there was a safety named Trey Boston. And
yeah, I played with Trey Boston.
Okay, you played with Trey. So in Carolina? So it was just after, I think, between his Carolina stints, and he was playing safety for the Cardinals. And I was in post-game traffic, and I look over, and there's Trey Boston. He was in a fender bender with some fans leaving the stadium. It's the only time I can remember that happening to a player.
He's a really cool dude.
Yeah. He's
high
a good player.
Energy. Yeah, high energy dude. Yeah.
Damn good player. Luketa, this is the second year in a row, though. He had the thing last year with J.J. Watt. Do you remember that?
Yeah. What was that, though?
So J.J. announced his retirement on social media, and Luketa was getting his wisdom teeth removed.
Oh, yeah. He texted him or FaceTimed him.
He was all loopy. Yeah, he was all loopy on the
I remember that.
Whatever they had him sedated with or whatever anesthesia he was under, and he FaceTime him, and JJ's like, I don't know this number.
Yeah.
So then he sent him a voice message, and it was all out of sorts.
That's so funny.
So Luketa is making himself a name for himself off the field for sure.
Yeah, he's a really good dude.
So it's good. It seems like it's a good locker room. Are you guys keeping pretty good?
Yeah, man.
Pretty optimistic despite 2-10.
Yeah, I mean, we love coming to work. This is what we do. You may not always have good days, man, but if you just come to work and be consistent, things will turn around. And it hasn't been the year we wanted it to be, but man, the guys that are in the locker room, we all stick together, love the game, and just try to play hard every Sunday. So that's what it's about. Gannon
Ball saying PHNX bringing it with Dortch, LFG. You got Prodigy Drone. What up, Dortch? Boston laughing at the Luketa story, I'm sure. Could you, if you had a flat, could you change it? Have you ever had to change a tire? That's good. I think that's just normal life skills. Jacob, you changed some tires before?
Yeah, I've had to change tires.
All right. And some people.
You never know, man. Never know.
I mean, mine started when I first started driving. I think maybe caught a curb.
Yeah.
My fault, and had to change it out.
I think times have definitely changed, though. I don't think there are a lot of people who probably know how to change a tire.
I pulled up for a late night dinner. It was like 9 p.m. I had worked a game beforehand. We pull up to dinner and we like look down at the car tire and it's flat. And I was like, we're going to go eat first. And then I'm going to come out and do this tire.
For sure.
I mean, I'm definitely not a car guy by any stretch, but I know my way around. I can change a flat, no doubt about it. So, I mean, what other thing, like you change your own oil and stuff like that?
I can. I mean, I don't remember the last time I had.
One thing, how's everybody doing this in the receiving room? It seems like your group you're fighting through it, man. Like Hollywood's banged up. He's got the heel.
That's the name of the game, man.
Yeah.
We're like 5 games, 6 games left in the year. Like, that's just the name of the game, man. But like I said, man, we're sticking together, man. It's your brother's down, pick them up.
Yeah.
We got to finish this thing out.
I mean, it looked like Hollywood got in a fight on Sunday. I mean, he just like the way it was battered. You could see that he fought all the way to the final whistle. You know, I asked him about his cheek. He was holding his cheek and it was puffy a little bit. And did you get hit in the face? He's like, I don't know. I just took my helmet off. Next thing I noticed, his cheek is all puffy. I mean,
it's a battle out there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like it's so competitive, and it's just like, this is our job, but like this, we love to do this and we go hard for it.
Yeah.
And this is the price you pay.
Right. Have you ever sustained injuries in the game and not realized it until afterwards?
Oh yeah, for sure. The adrenaline is just insane. You usually don't really start feeling things until really like the next day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a boxing match, honestly. Boxers, the adrenaline's so high.
Mm-hmm.
You're still all the emotions from the game. You don't really feel anything until kind of the next day.
That's why I feel like some guys can sustain injuries on Sunday and then they don't really know that there's going to be maybe some ramifications. They might be out until like Monday, Tuesday.
There's guys that have played on like torn ACLs in games, and like that's insane.
Like Kazir was playing 5 plays after he tore his bicep. That's got to be excruciating.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
And Buddha too, like he does,
ankles and all types of things. Yeah, it's adrenaline.
Yeah. Buddha was the craziest one last year where it's like, oh, he's got a high ankle sprain. He's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks. We get out there Wednesday and he's out there.
He's out there running full speed. He's different.
Who's some other tough guys in that locker room that have fought through some things?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's fighting their own battles, man. I'm not going to lie. Whether they voice it or not, everybody's going through stuff.
Do you ever look at other sports like hoops or baseball and you see these guys, they got like blisters and keeping them out?
I feel like basketball players are definitely soft. I ain't lying. They be missing too many games, man.
Load management? Like what the hell is that?
I don't know what that is.
Like get out there. You're making $30-40 million a year.
It's not even about the money, honestly. It's just, bro.
You want to compete.
Yeah, get out there, bro.
Yeah. All-purpose podcast hanging out here. Of course, I got to tell you about our friends over at Burrito Express. Of course, with the holidays in the rear view mirror, probably out of those leftovers. Probably not too safe to maybe fire up any of your leftover turkey at this point. It's been nearly a week. Why don't you go to Burrito Express and be safe, right? Yeah.
Throw that turkey away.
When in doubt, throw it out. Get that Burrito Express. Go get that bean and cheese burrito. Check out their Tempe location. They got multiple Valley locations. If it's not the closest one to you, check out where you can find Burrito Express locations for yourself. Check them out on Twitter as well, at Burrito EXP. Huge supporter of Arizona State athletics. Win or lose, Burrito Express supports what the Sun Devils are doing on the ice, on the gridiron, on the hardwood. Big ASU Sun Devils supporters over there at Burrito Express. We love them. They drop by burritos every once in a while, and it is a banner day every time they do that here at PHNX. So following Sunday's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, guys going in the bye week, you got any big plans?
Not right now, I don't, but I'm just looking forward to just getting some rest and just taking time to sit back, watch some football, just get away.
Yeah. It's been a grind. I mean, people don't think about it, but you guys have been going since end of July. And then even before that, you're ramping up. Yeah, you're doing OTAs. I mean, you get that like maybe 30-day stretch where you're left to your own devices.
But you're like 2 days.
But nobody can take time
Yeah.
to relax then. That's when you're ramping your body up, right?
Yeah. It really feels, and that time period feels like it's like a week.
Yeah.
You're right back in it.
You blink and you're reporting for training camp, and they don't do 2 days anymore, but
no,
it's all day.
Yeah.
Is there a big difference now that you've been coming off of last year's team in the schedule and then this year's team? What's like the biggest difference, like day in and day out? Because it feels like you guys now it's football all day long and into the night. Like you got meetings in the morning, you got
like
practice.
I felt like it was like that last year too. It's a grind all year. I feel like it's pretty much the same. I don't think the schedule is any different this year than it was last year. Yeah.
Now you guys are doing 2 days in Pittsburgh.
2 days. Yep. We leave Friday. Yep.
Is there anything that you want to try to check out in your very little time that you have?
Yeah. So I don't know anything about Pittsburgh. So if somebody could give recommendations or food, like I've never.
Our
been
hockey
there,
guy
so,
Craig Morgan, I'm sure, spent some time there in the Steel City. He's probably. What's the place with the fries on the sandwich?
See, now you put me on the spot.
we get it later.
That is an underrated city. That's a great city.
Yeah. They've got great food there. They've got a good, I guess, nightlife bar scene. There's the it's a well-known location where they've just got these great sandwiches and they just put French fries on them.
I might gotta try that out. Got to figure out the name of that.
Yeah. Get hopefully it won't bog you down too. Piemonte Brothers. That's the spot apparently in Pittsburgh. Good sports town also, and it's going to be a raucous crowd. They always bring it there at Heinz Field. Have you ever been there?
Never. First time playing there. Super excited.
But I mean, Joey Porter Jr., Minkah Fitzpatrick, they got some ballers in that defensive secondary. Excited about the challenge?
That's why it's exciting. I'm a competitor. I love to compete, man. Those guys are top of the notch players, so I get to play against them and compete.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
What do you do when they've got somebody on the interior, not on the interior, but a pass rush specialist like TJ Watt, a guy that just can.
What do I do?
Yeah, I mean, are you just kind of you're just getting open and then you just look behind to see if he's wrecked the play?
Usually the crowd will tell you if he's wrecked the play or not. But yeah, I don't really worry about the D line like that unless I got some chip blocks in that week or something. But I let the O line handle that. Those dudes up front, they're beast.
Yeah,
they're different.
JG said on Monday that Michael Wilson was trending. Jesus asking, is Wilson doing better? How's he holding up?
He's doing good. Yeah. I don't know the timetable on when he's returning, but when I talk to him, he's doing pretty good.
What is he showing you so far in his rookie season? What do you see from
consistency? I feel like Mike's the same guy. He's not like a guy who's gonna be upset that he didn't play well or get touches. He's gonna come to work and just be the same exact guy all year and be consistent. And he loves to play football. You could tell he breathes football. Like that's the only thing that he's wanted to do. And he's passionate. And he's just consistent. I'm excited to see his future.
I think a lot of people were excited to see the redeployment of Keitrell Clark on Sunday. Yeah. And he went out there and he was physical. He was tackling. I mean, you don't see that normally from a cornerback, but getting his nose in there.
Yeah, he's confident.
What did you see from because it felt like they were trying to ramp him back up and get him back on the field where he could be productive and be an impact maker. What did you just kind of see? Because Michael Wilson said in OTAs that Keitrell Clark was just this guy that always operates at this high level. Did he maintain that even through maybe not getting the opportunities?
He has, and that's what's been so inspiring for me just watching him as a rookie. Because when I was a rookie, I didn't really have that going through what I had went through. But to see that he just kept his head down and kept working, and now he got another opportunity. I felt like he played well on Sunday. Just his confidence and just the way he carries himself. And when he steps on the field, he just thinks he's that boy. He's I'm that guy.
Didn't he do a sick backflip coming out? He did a dope backflip coming out in the intros.
He posted it on Twitter. I seen it. That was crazy. Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that. I didn't see Keitrell's flip. He did
crazy.
A full backflip out of the tunnel.
The photos are insane.
Yeah, they're crazy. Crazy.
Did anybody say, hey, maybe save that for the post game? We got to get you out there because you're starting at cornerback this week?
Nah, I don't know, but I got to show you the pictures. Them joints is crazy. Yeah, I just saw.
Did you do a backflip?
Yeah, but I'm not before no game. I've never done a
he's a
backflip.
vet.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah, I'm cool off of that. I've never done a backflip with shoulder pads and stuff on though. So
Yeah.
and a helmet. Yeah, I've never done that. Yeah.
Do you like wearing so I think this ends the black uniforms for the season. Do you like wearing those?
Yeah, they were tough. I tried to do something different with them. I think the first time we wore them, I did all black. So this time I tried to wear a lot of white around it. But it was cool for sure. Yeah.
I liked Hollywood's cleats and his gloves. The yellow.
Yeah, the yellow, yeah.
That looked real slick. And Kyler's always got some good looking cleats. He's got those. He's got that Nike Connect though.
Yeah, I still haven't got my shoes.
K1, if you're listening, let's go. Let's get Dortch his one of one. Last question before we wrap things up. Mike Tomlin, he's been patrolling the sidelines forever with Pittsburgh. Is he a Virginia kid?
He is. I've never even met Mike Tomlin.
No?
Nah, he's been around. He's a GOAT. Virginia dude.
Went to William and Mary, which might be D2.
They might be D1. I'm not sure.
Yeah. The tribe down there, visited it. It's in Williamsport, right? Williamsburg. And it's like you're transported back in time when you go to Williamsburg.
Yeah,
Did you ever?
The only time UVA is in Williamsburg as well. So that's the only reason why I've been. But I've never been to William and Mary, no.
You took a visit to Charlottesville, to Virginia?
To UVA, yeah, I
nice.
did, yeah.
That's a cool looking campus.
Yeah, it was really nice, yeah.
It's weird, like I grew up in Virginia, you grew up in Virginia. How much history's there? Like you go out, I remember taking field trips and stuff, and you see people with like three-pointed hats and stuff like that, and they're wearing like Civil War gear.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Do you remember doing that at all?
Like going on trips and stuff down there? Yeah, I do. I think in Richmond we also had like murals and things like around the city.
Yeah.
So yeah, Virginia's real like historic, honestly.
The only thing I remember about Richmond, and I would visit people that went down to VCU and stuff like that, University of Richmond, it was you guys had a statue of Mr. Bojangles, who's a famous homeless guy.
Really?
Yeah.
In Richmond?
Yeah. It's like right in the town square.
I must have missed that one.
This is unreal. Jacob will get this up here shortly, but Keytrell's
ready
backflip.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, let's take a look at this and then we'll wrap it up. This is Keytrell Clark coming out. The defense was announced to the crowd to open things up on Sunday, and holy hell! This looks like he was just dropped from the top of the stadium.
6 feet in the air. That's ridiculous.
It's that adrenaline that I was talking about.
Did he tell anybody he was going to do that?
He didn't tell me.
That's insane.
That's tough.
That's some sick athleticism. When people say he might be a little undersized, he makes up for it. Obviously, with his competitiveness and his athleticism. To get up that high, that's insane. That's an unbelievable shot right there. Keytrell Clark. Great to see him back on the field. Appreciate everybody that joined in the chat. Hit that like button. Maybe we'll hit some of these questions. Junior saying, what does Dortch mold? What wide receiver you mold your game after? You have any?
Might get answer that next week.
What's that?
So we can say that one for next week.
Okay. All right. We'll get into that. Super chat from PR Mac. Greg Dortch needs a contract extension today. Big game coming up against the Steelers, but this guy shows up and shows out on Sundays. Let's go. Big thanks to PR Mac, his $5 super chat. Big thanks to our guy, Greg Dortch. We'll be off next week, of course, with your bye week.
Bye week, yep.
The man deserves he's got some well-deserved off time, downtime coming up next week. So we appreciate you grinding through these few weeks leading into the bye. And then we'll talk to everybody Niners week. Let's get that dub first, though.
Got to.
My
girlfriend's in town. She's a big Niners fan. So
anytime
we can beat them, man, it's just good.
Yeah, let's get her off the Niner gang and into the Bird gang. And of course, she's rooting for the right team this time around. But we appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you check out what's going on. Go PHNX.com. Check out the PHNX locker. Start to load up for the holidays. Get all that gear. Become a diehard. Get access to our member Discord. All our events coming up. Become a diehard. Go PHNX.com and PHNXlocker.com. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Talk to you then.
We all silly like the mayor.